All right. Well, it looks like this is super grainy because I'm doing this from my laptop. I don't usually do it on my laptop. I usually have my web camera out. But hey, I'm really glad to be joining you all live today. Just want to give you all some updates. I know I've been mm, like a ghost on here this year. I haven't posted any live videos in a very, very long time. So, welcome to Plant Your Seeds of Transformation. I am Coach Donna Marie, and this podcast is coming to an end. This series, I believe that I did all that I needed to do last year when I posted about holiday grief and about how to manage your grief, how to handle being a caregiver. I gave a whole bunch of nuggets that I hope were very helpful for some of you who are looking for that kind of support from somebody that's been in your shoes as a caregiver, as a daddy's girl who lost her daddy. Um, yeah, so I put it all out there last year. I feel that I fulfilled what I was supposed to do with the Plant Your Seeds Transformation podcast. And I am making a bit of a pivot. I am a tutor. I'm a coach and I'm a tutor also. I've been tutoring people with writing, with speaking, and this is something that I've been doing for a long time. I've been helping people with their writing, helping people with understanding how to do public speaking effectively. These are things that I've just done for family and friends, primarily church members. There was an organization that I worked for at one point helping people write resumes. I was being paid, paid to do that work, and I also had my own private clients that I helped with writing resumes. But that's not really, I don't like helping people with resumes. That's something I can do, but I don't like doing it. So I knew that I wanted to help people with writing, but I was having a hard time figuring out what aspect of writing I want to support people with until I was helping my youngest. So I have three kids that we homeschooled. If you all have ever checked out the Butterfly Homeschool blog that we started and that I have been updating here and there, with the college updates for all of the kids, you'll see, the things that I did for my own kids helped one child overcome dyslexia, both for reading and for writing. And all of the kids are um, honor students. All of the kids have gotten full 4-year scholarships. Yeah, so, and I know I'm saying all these ums, and I'm a trained public speaker, but I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. And that's why I love to tutor because I'm a nerd. I love to keep learning. I love to keep developing my skills as a writer and as a speaker. I love to see other learners become more confident and competent. Being a competent writer is nothing if you have no confidence. So sometimes it's just a matter of me coaching people through. With my youngest daughter, especially, she is relatively a competent writer for her level. For her level, I'm a graduate level writer, so graduate level and professional writer. So, um, the standards for that level of writing are different than for a high school senior, right? But seeing her confidence expand just really blessed my heart. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I do this for other students? Help them with their writing, especially for college application essays and scholarship application essays. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. Now, I'm a paid tutor, but there are also some really good free tutoring platforms. There's several actually. So I'm looking into possibly doing some free tutoring through those organizations and maybe here through some of these local organizations once life calms down for me a little bit more where I have more free time to go out physically and meet with kids in person. But in the meantime, the online tutoring thing is a great, great, great way to support students whose family want to pay me to help their students. And also, once I'm not going to give the name of who I'm going to be doing the free tutoring with yet. I will be sharing that on a different channel. So this podcast has come to an end. If you didn't notice, I hadn't posted anything else until now, since the spring, since I said, "Hey, I'm coming back," later in the year, and then I never came back. Well, that's because there's been a big pivot. This has been a big year for me. A lot of changes have happened in my life. I'm not going to get into those details here, but I will share more on my other channel. So that's going to be under Coach Donna Marie 77. So it would be at Coach Donna Marie 77. Just put it all together, no spaces, no underscores. But yeah, so I'm going to be making sure that I share content there relevant for people who want support with writing and with speaking. And this could be high school students, college students, graduate students. It could be adults who just, they're working on improving their writing skills or speaking skills. It could also be families, a parent. There may be some, what I'm going to be doing is asking for people to submit questions that they want me to provide a video on to give them support. So I'll be providing answers to questions. If there's a family who they're trying to help their student, I'm definitely willing to provide advice to parents or guardians. It might be a grandparent raising a child, might be a foster parent. You don't have to necessarily be the biological parent. If whatever student you're supporting, you could just be the auntie or the uncle. Whatever student you're supporting, support them. Do whatever you have to do. And if I can be a part of helping you with that, I'd love to. So yeah, so plant your seeds of transformation, putting an end cap on it. We are good to go. I believe I did the things I was supposed to do last year. We're gonna leave that there. It's gonna live on YouTube perpetually and hopefully be a blessing to some people. I know for a fact that I promised that I would come back and talk about the remote work um, that I was doing, and but that changed. There was a pivot with that. I left. I'm not doing that particular remote work anymore. I'm still doing some remote work, but not what I was going to be sharing with you all. And so I didn't want to share that with you all. It's just not relevant anymore. I did want to encourage you if you are a person who's good at math, good at writing, good at literature, reading, history, if you're a person who's overcome a specific struggle, think about tutoring. It's a great way to make money online. There are many online tutoring platforms that you can make money through. And of course, like I said, there are many free online tutoring platforms. Now, because most of these platforms are dealing with children, you will be required to verify your identity, go through background checks, all of that. Um, the one that I am currently certified to tutor through, that one I've listed at coachdonnamarie.com. You can go over there and see my tutor link and learn more about that particular company. I'm going to put, I don't think there's a way for me to refer you to them per se, but you can just click on my tutor link there and it'll take you over there. And you can see how they work. If you want to hire me, definitely would love that too. Again, it's coachdonnamarie.com. And then, of course, when I start my new channel, I'm going to definitely be posting my new channel's videos in my blog at coachdonnamarie.com. This will give me an opportunity to keep sharing online about something I'm passionate about without getting into all the emotional things that I did with this one. Plant Your Seeds of Transformation was very emotional for me. I use this as a platform to share from my heart about things that can help you transform your own life. I share very practical things. So if you'd like to go back and watch those or listen, watch or listen. It's a podcast. It's available on YouTube. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and several other platforms. If you'd like to go back and listen or watch, I'd love to have you over there. That's not going away. It's still there. I'm just not making any new content. And the website, if you'd like to read the show notes for Plant Your Seeds of Transformation, it's at plant your seeds of excuse me, it's at plantyourseeds.show. Plantyourseeds.show. Of course, you can just Google Plant Your Seeds of Transformation. It'll pull everything up for you there too. And it's on YouTube. Pod, Obviously, we're here. It's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many of the other podcast apps that are out there. So you'll be able to see it in all those places. Some of those podcast apps will archive the feed for the podcast after a certain amount of inactivity, but Apple and Spotify, it's still there, and YouTube, of course, it's still there. All right. So I'm really excited about helping students, especially students who want to go to college, helping them hone those writing skills, helping them understand about the application process and making sure they understand what to and not to put in those essays, making sure that they really feel supported. Some students feel very isolated, like their parents never went to um, college, or just their parents don't have much interest or much understanding. So I also want to be a mentor and a coach to these folks. I don't want to just help you just with your writing. I want to encourage you, and I want to help you to stay focused, stay organized, all the things that are needed for you to be successful, because it's not just about the writing. If you're struggling with writing, many times that's a symptom of other things. So, as a coach, I help you to assess yourself and pinpoint your real needs so you can set goals that are attainable and achievable for you and see results and keep moving forward. I have 3 students that I taught, tutored as their mom. They were homeschool students through elementary school. They were all in public schools for high school, and they were all honor students, and they all got 4-year scholarships to college. So I know what I'm talking about. I know I can help. I was a 4-year scholarship person for undergrad. I got my degree debt free. I was not debt free for graduate school, but that's okay. Biden helped with some of that debt, so grateful for that. But I was an honor student in graduate school while my kids were in public high school. And after my husband became disabled, and I was caregiving for him with help at some points in time, and sometimes I was his full time, caregiver. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I'm very confident, but I'm also very empathetic. I know what it feels like when you're struggling with something and you get that support. I know how that feels when you get that support, because I had great mentors, great tutors, and coaches. As a business person, I've hired coaches. I know what it feels like to have great support that helps you not just master whatever the topic is, but to feel more confident about it. Makes a world of difference. Makes you want to keep learning too, so that even after you're no longer hiring the tutor or the coach, you can still keep learning and you can still keep growing. And so that's something I'm extremely passionate about, just making sure that people that need support are getting the support they need, and not just, having somebody patting them on the back saying, "Great job, you're so smart." I know I'm smart. I don't need you to tell me I'm smart. I need help with XYZ. Give me some help. And then that will help me encourage myself. Once I've become more competent in the subject, then I can develop more confidence in the subject too. And I will understand what to do. Even when my tutor or coach isn't around, I'll understand what to do so I can keep moving forward with that thing. So this is something I'm super passionate about. Go check me out at coachdonnamarie.com for all things regarding tutoring, coaching. I'm still coaching too. My emphasis is specifically on writing coaching and speech coaching. instead of just on leadership coaching, which is where my focus was before, and financial coaching. I'm really pivoting towards focusing on writing coaching and speech coaching because I know speaking coaching, because I know these are things that I'm super passionate about, that especially high school and college students really want support with. And I believe I'm your, I don't like to use the word girl. I believe I'm your mama, or not mama, but I don't want to be anybody's mama. Maybe your auntie. Okay, how's that? I believe I'm your auntie to help you with those things. So if you want my help, go to coachdonnamarie.com, coachdonnamarie.com, and I will leave the link in the description later because it's not going to let me edit it while I'm talking to you. But um, if you're watching on the excuse me, on the recorded version of this, you'll be able to find me. So I'm so tired. It's late, but I wanted to do this. I've been planning to do a video for a while. I had just hesitated because it just wasn't a good timing for me the other times I was going to do this. Plus, my hair was a mess. I just got a fresh cut. So, uh, so I wanted to come on here fresh and clean and be able to share my excitement about what's next for me. And I hope you're excited for me too. I hope you're excited for yourself too. I hope you're continuing to plant your seeds of transformation. And check me out at coachdonnamarie.com. God bless you. Bye bye.